recording has begun. Okay, let me mess with this. First one to center. Did that went wrong. Weird. Alright. First one my side. That's good enough for me. Odd. For whatever reason, I'm not getting any sound from the game itself. Alright, well, it's just going to bother me a little bit. Alright, next one's your side. There we go. Okay. Placed. And there. Alright, what am I seeing on your side? Omega 2 Custom Kylo Ren. Silencer. Okay. Malorus, Longshot, Scorch. Alright then. My lowest is a 3, so I guess that goes down before yours. Alright, your 3s. Okay, my 4s then. I'll toss Sigma. I'll toss Sigma over here. And Vessery here. Your 4. Okay. And Merrick. Good enough. Okay. To the dials. Okay, I'm set. Alright then. Well, I know I said it before, but good luck, have fun, and may the force be with you. Alrighty. I do have system phase on 3 and 4. I will be doing it this turn on 4 with Sigma 7. That's going to be a stressful barrel roll to the right. And backwards. And then at the start of engagement, I'm going to use one of, sorry, not start of engagement, start of activation, using one of Colonel Jendon's charges so that I can take target locks past range 3 this turn. Your stuff? My 3 goes real quick. No problems. Um, oh, it's fine. Jendon's going to take a target lock and put it right over there on the long shot. You're 4. Okay. Then Vessery, 4 straight, target lock. Can't be within range 3, so let's check my range 3. Everyone's just fine being outside of it. Alright, I'm going to put mine onto your 4, onto Scorch. Then I'm going to Sigma with a 2 straight. Clears off the stress, takes a target lock. This one is also going to go onto Scorch. Your 5s. Okay. Okay. Merrick, 5 straight. Yeah, he's just going to take a target lock. And he's going to put his also onto long shot. No shots. Back to dials. Okay, I'm set. Okay, let's go. That's you again. Okay. I believe that would happen at I5 after Sigma. No, 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 no worries. Sigma's doing a barrel roll to the right and backwards and gaining stress. Okay. Well, your threes. Okay. Makes sense to me. Jendon. One straight and is going to reach out for a coordinate. Yeah, it's going to be Merrick this time. Um, Going to let Merrick take a focus. I would get to move Jendon's lock, but there's only one person it could go to. So, your fours. Makes sense. Sigma then. Two straight. Clears off the stress. Takes a focus. And then Vessery. Three bank. Gets an evade action. Could I fit that? Regardless, I'm just going to take a focus with Vessery. Your fives. Okay. Okay. Merrick. What the crap? Okay, no, he was supposed to be there. And then three bank. I'm going to spend an afterburners charge to do a boost banking to the left. And then he's going to move his target lock to Malorus. All right. Shooting phase. Your stuff first. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. All right, that's a start. Vessery rolls and spends the evade to drop a shield. Okay. To get hit crit. Okay. Here we go, Sigma. Range 2 obstructed. Dodges. All right. Merrick's turn. Range 1 into Malorus. And I can change one of those into a crit. All right. Okay. You're 4. Okay. Makes perfect sense to me. All right. Merrick rolls. Drops shields. Not your best outing, Merrick. Okay. My 4s. Vessery has Malorus in range 2 and bullseyed. So, I'm going to go ahead and fire off my proton cannons. Okay. I would gain a target lock on him. I don't need to. Instead, just by spending my focus and using proton cannons, that turns into 3 and a crit. Okay. Disabled power regulator. Okay. That could have been worse. Going to Sigma. I think it's too tempting not to. Yeah, I'll take the range 3 shot into Malorus. Only have a focus to mod it with, but still seems good when I've got marksmanship. And sure, I'll spend that focus for 2 and a crit. And Malorus dodges. Okay. He did Malorus things. Your 3s. Okay. Okay then. Jendon also has no shot here. So, end of round scoring. You control that one. I think you control this one. There are what? Okay. On center, I have 2 versus your 1, and I control this one in the rear as well. So that's going to be 4 to 2 my favor. Okay. And back to dials. Vessery did recover one of the proton cannon charges. Okay, I'm set. Alrighty. And that's me this time. No, you're right, you're right, okay. Yeah, because you got an eyeball. Okay, never mind. System phase, I'm doing nothing at 3, and at 4, I'm doing Sigma with a barrel roll to the right, and gaining some stress. Okay, then you're 3. Okay, okay. Jendon is also gaining a stress by taking a 2 hard. You're 4. Okay, yeah, alright, nothing else I can see there. Then my 4s. Sigma attempts a 2 bank and will take the stressful focus. Vessery does a 3 hard. What to do here? Yeah, I'll take an evade and I'll take a focus. Okay. Then I get to Merrick, who does a 4K. Um, yeah, he's good right there. No need to use the afterburners this turn. So, your shots. Well, start of engagement. Wonderful. Yep. You do get ionized. So, yep, you get ionized right now. So you just lose the target lock that was on Vessery. That's all. Okay. 2 hits into Sigma. Sounds good to me. 1 evade. Sigma takes 1. Okay. All right. Vessery rolls. Gets the evade. All right. Merrick has range 2 Malorus, but it was worth not getting shot at this turn. Or at least, not for a bit. I'm going to spend Merrick's whole target lock here. For 1 hit. This shouldn't go through. And it doesn't. Wonderful. Okay. You're 4. Range 1 or range 0? Okay. Yeah, we're touching there. That sucks. Is it? Ouch. Okay. I'll roll anyway. It would have had a decent shot of getting through. Um, Sigma then will take the range 1 into Malorus. And I will spend the focus here for 3. Okay. Go to Vessery, who can either do range 0 Kylo or range 2 Omega. I'm going to take the shot into Omega. How did we miss that before? Absolutely. I'm so sorry. Um, okay then. Single hit into Omega. Alright, Omega is just fine. Your 3s. Okay. Alright. Vessery rolls and dodges. Okay. All right. 2 hits into Sigma. He takes them both. That is half. Sigma thankfully has 1 extra hull. Jendin. Huh. Okay. Jendin will go ahead and take the range 3 attack into long shot because I've got you double modded there. And I don't even need it. So 3 hits into long shot. Okay. End of round. Checking the center. We tie. I'll check this back one. I shouldn't have it, and I don't. I might have. Okay. Jendin does get 1. And I guess this one is also tied. Did not expect that. Okay. Then that's 4 to me. All right then. Clearing circles, back to dials. I am almost there. Yeah, I'm there. Okay, let's go. All right, this time system phase, I'm going to use it at I3 using Tarkin so that any of my ships within range 3 of long shot now get a target lock for free on long shot. So let me just check the range 3 on Merrick. So yeah, that's everybody. I'm only going to do it with Merrick. Gaining target lock over there. Then at I4 on system phase, I'm going to use Sigma 7's ability to acquire a lock on an enemy ship at range 0 to 1. Checking his range 1, and Sigma is going to move his target lock over to Kylo Ren. All right. And then your threes. Okay. Okay. Then Jendon. 2 straight. Clears off the stress. Feels a little weird. Oh, that though I can do. Um, Jendon is going to use. Whoops. Okay. Jendon is going to be using a jam action. So that's going to be either his range 1 or his range 2 bullseye. So, checking the range 1 first. I've got options, and then I check the bullseye. Kylo is range 2 and bullseyed. I think this time I'm actually going to jam Scorch. Here we go. Jam on Scorch. You're 4. Okay. I think that might actually screw me over a little bit. Vessery. Yeah. Alright, drops a shield. Drops another shield. And gets no actions. Sigma forms a 2 hard, hits an enemy, and will take a stressful focus. You're 5. Okay. Sounds good to me. And then we're just sticking there? Okay. Understood. Merrick does a 1 bank, fully completes the maneuver, has the shot he really wants, so he's just going to take a focus. So, start of engagement. Any additional triggers? Okay. Then Kylo doesn't look like he has a shot. Okay. Then Merrick will take the range 2 onto long shot. Alright, that goes up to a crit, and I want to keep that focused defensively, so I'm going to try FCS first. And it made it worse. Okay. Hit crit. Okay. Um, you're 4. Well, 0, but yeah. I don't get modifiers either here. Ooh. Okay. Vessery dodges somehow. Alright. My 4's then. Vessery doesn't get a shot. He's stuck on a rock, so I'll take the range 1 shot into Omega. Two and a crit. Dropping shield. Okay. Alright, your threes. Into Merrick. Okay. One. Alright, and Merrick rolls and dodges. Okay. That's unfortunate. Alright. Going to Jendon, who will take range 1 into long shot. And spending his target lock on these two blanks for 4 hits. Okay. And then end of round. We both have 2 smalls in range of that one. And then for the center, that's me only because of Jendon's size. Okay, so that's another 4-0 me. Recover 1 Tarkin charge, and back to dials. I am almost there. Okay, I'm set. Alright, back to me. I have no system phase actions I can take this time, so straight to start of activation. And Jendon is going to stop and gain a stress. Your threes. Oh crap, I'm so sorry. I actually need to go back a second. Jendon should have been stressed by the jam action he did on the prior turn. He cannot stop here. He actually needs to do a 2 white forward. Hits a friendly. I suffer the consequences, which is a shield down. He remains stressed and gets no action. So sorry about that. Okay. Alright. When you do that with long shot, I'm going to spend Seventh Sister's ability and replace that stress with a jam token. So stress and focus both be gone. Alright. Jam token's gone now too. It got rid of the other stuff. Yep. Anyway, my fours. Vessery does a 4K off the rock, gets an evade, and then is going to do a barrel roll to the right. Sigma goes 2 straight, clears stress, and is going to focus. You're 4. Ooh, that's okay. Alright then. Merrick, unfortunately for me, now also suffers consequences. What? Yeah, would end overlapping only an enemy. Okay. Well, he gains stress anyway. He doesn't really get any other choice about it. So, Kylo. Okay. Then it's shooting phase. Um, Merrick first. He will take the range 1 into long shot. And I change 1 to a crit. Alright. Yeah. Alright. And then Kylo. Unobstructed. Okay. Okay. 3 hits into Vessery. Okay. And natively dodges. Okay. My fours then. Sigma taking the range 1 into Scorch. That's nothing but a focus and marksmanship. I... Sure. Spending the focus for 2 and a crit. And with Hull Upgrade, that's not enough to get it, but ooh, structural damage. No, no, yeah, not enough. There we go. Okay. Vessery. I think Sure, I'll take the range 3 into Scorch. I've already got a target lock there after all, and I will spend it. Okay, 3 hits into Scorch. Okay. And then Scorch's shot. Or taking the 1 into Sigma. Yeah, at range 1 too. You have Fanatical. I believe that changes to 2. Alright. Good chance of that taking Sigma out, and nope. Oh, okay. Alright then. Sigma's doing Sigma things. Jendon then. I'll, sure, I'll take that range 1 into Omega 2. For 2 hits. Dodges. Okay. Omega. Okay. Alright. Merrick takes them both. That is half on Merrick. Come on. There we go. End of round scoring. I believe you... Yeah, you take that one. And then I still have center, and none of the others are relevant, so that's 4 to me, 2 to you. Alright, circle's cleaned up, back to dials. I am set. Alright, that's me again. I did recover a charge with Tarkin. No ability to use Tarkin this turn, just Sigma. Sigma is going to be doing a barrel roll to the right and backwards with some stress. And will also be spending that charge to automatically gain a target lock and put it onto Scorch, losing the one that he's got over on Kylo. Alright. My 3 then. Jendon would hit a friendly, does get to clean off his stress though, and suffers another damage. Okay. You're 3. Keeps the stress or cleans it off? Okay. No, it happens. Uh, Sigma bumps and will not be taking the stress focus here. Vessery, 2 straights, and will take a stress focus. You're 4. All right. Merrick, 2 banks, and defensively will be taking a stress focus. Kylo. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, I think that might even put you in range 1 of that objective over there. We'll find out. Merrick shouldn't have a shot, and he doesn't. And Kylo doesn't. Sigma, no shot. So I go to Vessery, whoops, either range 0 into Omega, or I'll take the range 1 into Scorch. Scorch, I believe, has structural damage. No worries. Um, okay. I'm just gonna leave it at the 1 hit. Okay. You're 4. Okay. Nice. Okay then. Vessery dodges. It feels like we're being punished for not spending our focuses on attacks. Jendon will take the range 1 into Scorch. For 1 hit. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Omega. Alright. Come on, Vessery, this is why I kept your focus. Alright, I guess Vessery's an asshole. He's just gonna spend it anyway. Um... Alright, I've got center. Let's check down here. Kylo was just barely out. Okay. And then for this one, that's a tie again. So that's going to be 4-0 to me. Okay, I'm set. Nothing on system phase this turn. Okay. Jendon, one bank. Um, Nobody really fun to coordinate. I'll coordinate Sigma. Sigma gets an evade, and Jendon gets a target lock from ST321. Anybody within range 3 of Sigma. Only one choice. Okay. And, yeah, you're 4. Okay. Vessery with a 4K keeps stress and does not get to take the evade action. All right. Sigma, one hard, takes a focus. Kylo. Okay. Going to Merrick. 3 straight. Clears off the stress. Spending auto thrusters. Doing a boost bank to the left. And then a focus. Yeah, just a focus. Kylo's shot. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 2 hits into Vessery. Takes 1. That is half on Vessery. All right. Merrick has no shot. You're 4. Okay. When you do that, I'm going to check the range 1 bubble, and you are outside of it with Jendon. All right, all is well. Okay. Hit crit coming in at Merrick. Spends the focus. Does what he has to do. My 4s. Sigma. Range 2 obstructed on Scorch. But with the structural damage, that's back down to 3. And then I'm going to spend Sigma's target lock, re-rolling these two, and then spending my focus for 2 and a crit. Oof. Okay. Then I go to Vessery, who has a proton cannon shot lined up on Kylo. Proton cannons change it into 2 and a crit. Yes, absolutely. It's not a missile strike. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Scorch is gone now. And then Omega. This time I don't have a focus, so. Alright, still a good chance this kills Merrick. And it does. One more hit. Merrick is down. Going to Jendon. Um, yeah, I'll take the shot into Omega. It's only for 2 dice, but we've seen what that can do. And I will spend my force for hit crit. And you dodge. Okay. Merrick is also gone. So, end of round, I think that's another 4 points to me. Yeah, nobody has center, but I'm the only one with an objective. And that is game. Good game, sir. It was a pleasure. Alrighty.